Hey, Melissa. All right, so I have focused on just the first question. Okay. I kind of got everything all entwined there, so I just want to kind of do one at a time so the energies don't get mixed up, but it looks like it's already mixing up in the cards. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it as a story and hopefully get some guidance from it. And I will post the next one after. So, you have the devil card with the deceit card connected to the temperance, king of swords. So, right there, it's the universe telling you that you are letting fears hinder you. Um, any kind of repercussions, anything at that point, you're kind of like avoiding because you don't want to feel any worse than you already feel. I had heard your story, and I'm going to try to be as positive and optimistic as I can in the cards. But a lot of the cards have to do with how you're feeling and what you're going through. Okay, but I will try to give you some answers on the questions. So you've had a lot taken from you. Okay, and you know men seem to take priority when it comes to that, when it comes to taking things from you. I want to ask how your relationship was with your father. When we succumb to fear with the devil card, we silence ourselves in a way where it becomes almost a trauma bond. Okay, so it's almost like you need to break those generational curses and push through that trauma bond, push through that fear, push through the male ego, and try to get back some of the things that we're taking from you. You've spent a lot of time pondering over the situation and losing sleep over the situation, feeling left out in the cold in a way, almost like you're in your own little bubble. Um, you have the Ace of Wands and the World card, which are very good cards. You know, it's almost as if you step outside that bubble and you try to go after something, um, your daughter, your granddaughter, you try to do that, it's going to help you. It's not going to hinder you. Um, it's going to be something that you've been desiring, something you've been dreaming of. It will be a completion, and you'll be able to push past the first step, because I feel acceptance with the world card from them. Okay. um, you just have to push past what people will think of you, or how they see you, or how you're connected in the circumstance. Okay, with the temperance card, you don't go all in though. you know Take little steps. um, you need your voice to be heard. you know you you have the Ace of Swords, so yes, there is opportunity there when it comes to asking the attorney to write a letter. All right. um, Even if it's just to put in a court order, for a summons, something to that point where they have to maybe show up one time for court. I mean, $1,500 to a lawyer is not a lot of money, but to some lawyers, it is enough to make that first case um, be heard, um, or write a letter. I mean, if they don't do that, I would definitely ask for my money back and go for another lawyer, because I don't feel that this lawyer is pushing hard enough for you. Um, Maybe you're not asking him to, but he should, as a lawyer, recommend things to you for the $1,500. You should be able to start seeing some of the benefits from your children and having children, even though, we've been through toxic times and things have been taken, maybe innocence, have been taken, but I feel nothing but love moving forward in the cards, okay? To not look at what you don't have. Start focusing on what you do. They are there. They are there with the Page of Cups. Okay, you're just being so hard on yourself, you're not seeing that. Maybe they won't accept it right away, but they will in time as long as you push forward. The Judgment card is almost like a slap in the face with the Five of Cups, okay? It's almost like a punishment, a calling out on I don't know if that's you or you and your husband or this person, but the Page of Cups is a reminder that there is good news to be had if we push forward and start focusing on the positive and let go of the beliefs of what people think about us as people, as human beings. We are all human beings and we all make mistakes, okay? But that shouldn't be kept upon you for a lifetime, you know? So you have the Queen of Cups. So it's time to tap into your own healing right now and to have faith and start thinking more positively. I know you said your finances are down, so I'm going to try to focus on that as well. Also on the marriage, okay? The Queen of Cups is telling you to go ahead and put yourself completely out there, okay? With the nine of Cups is telling you that don't hold things too tightly, though. If you're going to put yourself out there all the way, which I kind of recommend just taking it lightly, but if you do put yourself out there all the way, to not hold things so tightly, whether it be lashback or bad news. Let it flow completely off. Let it keep coming. You can take the punches. You can take it because you have the Hierophant card. To have faith that the higher power of authority is going to honor in your position, okay? You just want to move forward and be ahead of the game, but you're still holding on to the past. You have the Chariot card. Are you thinking about moving? Are you thinking about taking off and going somewhere is my question. Because it's almost as if there's something holding you back and there's somewhere you want to be and there's somewhere you want to go. And you feel that if you did do that, then it's going to change the whole game for you. So I kind of have that question. It's okay to be at a crossroads. It's okay to pull back and not make any decisions because they're just so overwhelming, because you've been working so hard constantly on everything in your life, okay? But you have the Hanged Man. So you're like, why am I not moving forward? Why are things getting worse? Why are we just stagnated, Because you haven't made that decision. Once you do, make that decision and say, this is what I'm going to do. And put your one foot forward and start working on it. Okay? It's going to happen for you. You have the Magician card. Okay? The Magician card is all about putting in the work and having that positive outcome that you want. You need someone that's going to be completely empathetic. Okay? And I feel like this kind of runs into everything in your life. Every situation. The King of Cups is someone that can be a pompous ass at times, but they are there. They understand. They're on the same level. It's almost like you have to say to them, wow, welcome to the dark side. Welcome aboard. Because if they're not on the same level of thinking as you and they don't understand you as a partner or as a friend or as a lawyer, then it's time to let that go, because you are the Empress card. You demand respect, you demand to be heard, and not to be dismissed, okay? You have the High Priestess card as well. You need to trust your clear knowing. You need to trust the path that you want to choose, even though it's going to be a hard path. How much harder is it than it is now is the question, because you have the Lover's card upside down. This isn't even about love. This is about you. This is about you conquering your demons and being around the people that you admire and you care about and that you want to have a relationship with. Okay, so a relationship and love is over. You got the High Priestess card. It's okay. It's time to move forward, like I said. I say yes. Ask the lawyer for that, okay? Because you have the High Priestess and you have the Magician card. So that's all about magic in the works. But you have to put in the work too, okay? But you got to make some decisions here. You got to push forward, all right? But like I said, take it one step at a time, mommy. Don't jump all in. Let things slide off, like I said earlier in the reading. But I will focus, and that's how I feel about the child situation, okay, and the lawyer situation. So it kind of ran into your marriage a little bit, but I'm going to pull on that in a little. So I'm going to send this to you, and I'm going to go run off. I got to go take a ride, but I will come back and hit the other questions. All right, much love, and let me know if you have any questions on this. And if you do, I'll go ahead and focus on that before I start the next one. All right? So the energy doesn't collide. Much love.